Welcome back, everyone. Um, it's no secret, 2020, tough year for sure. And since our region, by the way, is so sort of dependent on tourism and hospitality, these are categories, of course, and I'm only mentioning a couple there, but these are categories that require a good, solid labor force. And you hear the term J1 every once in a while. This is international students that come in for a short period of time to supplement our workforce. Well, one of the things that came out of this was that, well, if we can't get the J1s because of this pandemic, then maybe we should be looking inward. That maybe we should be looking a little bit more at our students in high school. And maybe we should be looking toward providing job training and recruitment for people in our area, people who live here, who would like to make a career here, raise their families here. And this has come up in the group that Liza Ochsendorf and I belong to called the Hospitality Committee. And I asked Liza to join us today to talk about a program that she's come up with and her team called PUSH. So welcome back, Liza. Great to have you. It was kind of a long intro there, but it's really true. You know, the number of times that we've had discussions about, well, you know, what are we going to do? We have another tourism season coming upon us, but there's some lessons learned here. You know, teenagers were isolated for kind of the first time in their lives. You know, what opportunities can we have for those? Can we make for those? And what kind of training can we give them that will inspire them and make them want to stay? Tell me first what the acronym stands for, PUSH.
Yeah, so PUSH is Pathways Up for Success in Hospitality, and it is a free training program where folks can learn more about all of the career opportunities within the field of hospitality and get the soft skills that will help them be more successful in the field.
Right, and we're going to go back on all of that, but it's one thing to go to BOCES, for instance, and learn a specific skill. You mentioned soft skills; those are social skills. That's a very different kind of training because you realize that a lot of times those people become the ambassadors for the people they work for, especially in the hospitality group, right?
Correct.
So, who's eligible for this program, and what's a training program like?
Yeah. So this program is eligible. It's anybody who is age 14 and older, because at 14 you can start working. So in the counties of Saratoga, Warren, and Washington, this program is for any residents who want to learn more about hospitality. It is a free training program, and 19 hours of the training are online. And it's very convenient, certainly with a lot of people working and learning remotely. They can schedule this training at their convenience. And so about 19 of the 23 hours for this full training are online, which is very convenient.
Oh, for sure. I was just going to ask you where that takes place. So it's primarily online training with some in-person support as well, correct?
Yes, so 16 hours of the training is through Metrics Online Learning. We have a Metrics account and we have created a PUSH course badge. And those topics and skills that they'll be learning around customer service, professionalism, problem solving, communication, those soft skills that are really necessary to be successful in hospitality, but also to make sure that the guests have a great experience. And so 16 hours on those courses, and then 3 more hours with Lake George CVB arrival to departure or A to D course. And that's more a localized tourism training, which is great. And it touches on a lot of the skills that we focus on in the first part of the training. And then the last few hours are in-person FAM tours where you familiarize yourself with the different types of hospitality businesses in retail, food and beverage, and lodging, so that people can learn about the dozens and dozens of career opportunities that exist. It's not just, servers and housekeeping. There's so many other options.
You know, I'm reminded of something, and I hope I don't get off track on this one, Liza. But when I went through school, yes, believe it or not, they had college back then. It was all about trying to get the skills to go to work for some big company or something. And we did a fabulous series on local job training on Look Media, probably last year, whatever. And I realized the value of learning a career. And I was so inspired by the young people that we interviewed who said, I want to be a welder. I want to work in hospitality. I want to own my own store. And you realize that the real quality of life, I mean, talk about where we lived. We could start there if you want. But the whole quality of life issue of actually learning something that you're interested in, following a passion and building that and growing it. That's really what a successful career is based on.
Absolutely. And doing that with local businesses allows you to have access to experts and mentors and role models who've been in the field for a long time, which is great.
You know, you sound like a teacher.
Former teacher and administrator, yes. And I did teach life skills. So this is similar with needing to teach professionalism and customer service.
You know, I know that's close to you. Obviously, any initiative like this requires both sides kind of contribute to the success of this. I know that you've got the training lined up and the teaching lined up and the courses lined up and all that. What about partnerships with the people in the hospitality industry? What kind of conversations are you having there, and what kind of arrangements have you organized, put together?
So through this training program, we actually have push partners, and push partners are hospitality businesses who want to partner with us by making sure that there's a direct pipeline of getting these trained folks to the hospitality businesses that need the workers. And so push partners are Warren County businesses in hospitality who have job openings, and they are willing to make these trainees preferred candidates, meaning that they get an automatic interview once they complete this training program. And many of the businesses have already agreed to give a higher starting salary, because this is also saving the businesses time, energy, resources, and money that they spend on recruiting and training. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Oh, for sure. And as you and I both know firsthand, there are a lot of very, very talented people in hospitality, people that own the hotels, motels, and own the businesses that you want to funnel these students into. And, you know, the whole idea, if you're out there and you're considering what the heck you want to do with your life, and I don't care if you're 14 years old or keep going. The idea there is that you can get the training, but, you know, just the training alone is not the end of the road. The training is the beginning of the road. So that, you know, those partnerships really, you'll allow somebody to think to themselves, my God, I'll get this training, but I automatically have this interview.
Right. And someone may do really great in the training, but bomb an interview. And we don't want that to happen. And so through our career centers, we also offer those services to help prep job seekers for their interview. And help them update their resume. Right now that they have this training completed, they could add that to their resume. So all of those services are offered through the Warren County Career Center, but there are career centers in every region throughout our state.
You know, real life careers. That's how I phrased it when we were working on another project. And there's just nothing like it. The idea that what you're learning, you can actually apply directly, and that applying that directly has an immediate reward. And that
Absolutely.
reward, of course, comes into the things that we're talking about, everything from quality of life to salary to career to being able to raise a family and whatever. Now, just one last thing, Liza. This course is already started, correct?
Yeah, we already have 36 people enrolled in the training program. This is ongoing. This is open enrollment year round, because we need to fill hospitality jobs here in Warren County year round, not just for the spring and summer, but that's where we have the most jobs. But this is online or ongoing open enrollment year round. Anybody can go to thejoblink.org and go under news and then learn how to enroll in the PUSH program through the Warren County Career Center.
Great. I want to cycle back to people who are watching this. Thejoblink.org, and you'll see it on the bottom of the screen as well. Go there. There's a ton of information about this, about the things that Liza and I are talking about. And I just would want to close with, there are very few regions as beautiful as the region we live in, and the opportunity to start a career here and build on that. That's how you become successful. That's how you become an entrepreneur. That's how you get the rewards that we all, hopefully, as we go through life, really want to achieve. And here's a career opportunity sitting right here. A lot of times parents, grandparents, significant others and whatnot, they play a role in this. So if you're watching this and you know somebody that might benefit from it, please go to the website. Just check it out. There's a ton of information there and you just might get inspired. And that's the idea, right?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jesse, for that. I appreciate your promotion of the push program and pushing it out there for us.
Great. You want my job, I think, right? That's good.
No.
No, you quite honestly, you wouldn't want it. Liza, thank you so much for all your efforts. You're such a standout, and you're so dedicated to this, and for so many reasons, your background and whatnot. And I really encourage people to really follow up on this. All right, you stay safe, and I'll see you on the weekly call.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jesse.
Okay, Liza, bye.